promises. That was the first and final prerequisite. Two men in a garage that history won't visit. We came from opposite banks of the same contaminated river, shared the same cold water, never shared a meal. Now here, deliver. But neither side could sanction what the elders would call apostasy, against the sacred distances of decades of hostility. He offered me his hand before he offered me the terms. I studied it the way a surgeon studies what confirms his diagnosis. Every line a map of what he navigated, every scar a chapter of the wars we'd orchestrated against each other. And I took it, felt the seismic weight of two men breaking something older than their combined hate. This never happened, that's the first clause. No paper, no record, no applause. Just two men and the consequence of choosing survival over laws. A forbidden deal, don't have a seal, don't have a notary or a meal, just a marrow-deep conviction that some truth's more real than the ones the room permits you to feel. He said your people and my people bleed the same chromatic red. We just assigned a different emblematic meaning, different flags above the same exhausted ground. I listened to the silence after, let the compound of his words dissolve inside the ventricles of reasoning. Because a man who speaks your language while seasoning it with his own finds the overlap instead of the divide, is either the most dangerous man alive or the one qualified to end what neither army could through attrition or through valor. I chose to believe the former was the latter's palace showing through, and so we drew the map nobody drew before. Two enemies designing peace on a concrete basement floor. This never happened, that's the first clause. No paper, no record, no applause. Just two men and the consequence of choosing survival over laws. A forbidden deal, don't have a seal, don't have a notary or a meal, just a marrow-deep conviction that some truth's more real than the ones the room permits you to feel. The forbidden is its own particular texture, something between exhilaration and the cold before refraction. You feel the ground shift under every subsequent decision. Every word now carries the clandestine incision of what you did in that garage, what you chose without permission from the men who built the doctrine of perpetual division. I sat at my own table 3 days later, men around me speaking of the enemy's movements. The intelligence we're seeking, and I held the secret like a coal inside my closed fist, warm enough to burn, too valuable to dismiss. Said what I was supposed to say, wore every requisite expression, while the real negotiation lived inside my chest like a transgression that had already become the thing I built the next decade on. A foundation made of contraband, but a foundation solid, gone. The forbidden deal reveals a truth that sanctions once concealed, that every woman builder's got a door behind the seal, that even sworn enemies share the subterranean desire to stop feeding the machine that keeps requiring the fire. We were tired, that's the word, to exhausted architects of a war that built our names but left us both with defects in the places where the living should be, where the warmth persists. Instead we had the cold geometry of two clenched fists. That night we opened them, now slightly, just enough to let the other read the lines, to share the topographics of what it costs to be the man that history assigns us to. Sovereigns of forbidden rooms, and what that silence finds us. The garage still stands, nobody knows. Two sets of tire tracks where the cold wind blows. No record, no witness, no name on the wall. Just two men who chose something larger than the protocol of ancient hatred for one night in the dark, and carried it home separately like a spark that only they would ever know.